Joyce the librarian, strict vegetarian, 40 living with mum, wears sandals and glasses, attends evening classes, wonders if romance will come. Though she'd never been kissed, it's not something she'd missed until a few weeks before, when George, a Rotarian, handsome Lutherian, walked through the library door. Now George was unmarried, and the torch that Joyce carried was burning a hole in her heart. She wanted to know him, didn't yet know him, didn't quite know how to start. So with growing abhorrence, she read D.H. Lawrence to glean a few ideas, which she turned down flat, for she couldn't do that, not in a million years. Joyce the librarian, strict vegetarian, burning with animal lust, alarming sensations, strange palpitations, a mix of delight and disgust. So she busied herself rearranging her shelf to try to control her dreams. Joyce the librarian, the disciplinarian, was falling apart at the seams. The very next day she stayed out of the way while George returned his books. But with growing conviction, as he wandered through fiction, she threw him a few longing looks. And when George joined the queue, she knew just what to do. She smiled and removed her specs, but then looked with horror, for he'd come to borrow the further joy of sex. Well, perhaps because latterly she'd read Lady Chatterley, something went snap in her head, and she gave herself gladly and wildly and madly that night to George in his bed. But then, just as she'd feared, George disappeared, some other librarian to woo. Now there's a sob in her voice, 'cause both Book and Joyce are a fortnight overdue.